What's up guys, it's Nico here, back with another video. Much of the 2019 NBA free agency market already dried up in the first 24 hours, leaving only a handful of difference makers at each position, but it didn't spare some teams to make bad or desperate decisions when it comes to securing new players to bring into their roster. The acquisition of the likes of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving was a no-brainer, one of the biggest wins for the Brooklyn franchise. On the other hand, teams like the New Orleans Pelicans were able to sign players like Redick and Derrick to add some veterans in the locker room and make sure that their young guys get the proper guidance they need in order to succeed. But this video isn't about the right player signing with the right team. This is about capable role players who sign with teams that won't be able to utilize their skill set or give them the minutes that they usually deserve. In fact, some of the guys here could be key players or even have a starting role in some of the championship contending teams such as the Lakers, Celtics, Warriors, and even the Rockets. Before anything else, if you guys enjoy content like this, smash that like button so that I can continue to make more videos like this for all of you. Anyway, here are the 5 weirdest signings so far of 2019 NBA free agency. At number 5 is Wayne Ellington. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, veteran swingman Wayne Ellington has agreed to sign a deal with the New York Knicks for a 2-year deal worth $16 million. Ellington averaged 10.3 points per game in 53 contests for the Detroit Pistons last season while shooting 37% from beyond the arc. Good solid numbers for a role player and someone who shouldn't be stuck in a team that has no clear direction. What makes this signing a bad idea or even a bad fit is because the Knicks currently have Alonzo Trier, Damian Dotson, and the recently signed Reggie Bullock, who I'll get back to later in this video. Not to mention they have other guards like Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, and Elfrid Payton. Do you guys see where I'm going here? The Knicks are better off prioritizing the development of their young players since there's nothing to play for in the next 2 years, wherein they'll have another chance in the 2021 free agency at guys like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Bradley Beal, and Paul George to name a few. Ellington is better off at other teams wherein he'll have a solid 25 to even 30 minutes a game compared to his situation right now in New York. Teams such as the Lakers, Warriors, Thunder, and Bucks would have been better options in my opinion. At number 4 is Reggie Bullock. Oh, would you look at that? Another New York Knicks signing. Reggie Bullock was able to secure a 2-year, $21 million deal and made his living in the NBA as a great cheap option for a capable 3-and-D wing player. In his 19 games with the LA Lakers, Bullock was able to put up 9.3 points per game while shooting 34% from beyond the arc. The year prior, Bullock shot a blistering 45% from 3 with the Pistons. In Reggie Bullock's defense, I understand him agreeing to sign with the Knicks because of the nice payday they're giving him. On New York's end of the bargain though, I really don't understand since they already have a lot of options at the guard spot and even the wings if you check the roster. He won't be able to increase his stock nor be happy with the playing time since he'll be playing behind Kevin Knox or even Wayne Ellington depending how David Fizdale decides to use him. Just like Wayne Ellington before him, there are a lot of contenders he could have gone to who might be even willing to pay him the same deal or even close to it. At number 3 is Trevor Ariza. The Kings were able to secure the services of Trevor Ariza on a 2-year $25 million total. Last season, the 34-year-old played for 2 of the worst teams in the NBA, which are the Phoenix Suns, where he originally signed, then got bought out, and eventually ended up with the Washington Wizards. Despite approaching his mid-30s, he still has a lot left in the tank after putting up averages of 12.5 points, 5.4 rebounds, 3.7 assists on basically 40% shooting and 33% from deep. Ariza will be on a decline as the years go by and has been inefficient last year as he was the Wizards' 3rd best option after Bradley Beal and Bobby Portis. The Kings should realize that his numbers last year were a product of him starting and playing 34 minutes per game. He's not going to produce that much in Sacramento, especially with how Harrison Barnes starting and getting a fat $85 million check. The best Ariza can get is maybe 18 to 22 minutes per game. If he sees that the Kings won't have a chance of making the playoffs, I'm not sure he'll be happy with those kind of minutes, which will lead to complaining, then ultimately requesting for a buyout. It's the same cycle he encountered last season with the Suns, and it will happen again this season if Sacramento doesn't take that leap. In all honesty, I would be fine with this signing if only the Kings were a top 4 or top 5 team in the West. Ariza might just leave them in the middle of the season And it just sucks for Sacramento, who could put the money somewhere else. At number 2 is Bobby Portis. Oh boy, here we go again with the Knicks. It just goes to show how bad this free agency was for them. But I promise this is the last signing I have a problem with. For now. One of the many power forwards they signed, Bobby Portis was able to secure a 2-year $31 million offer sheet from New York. The Knicks really are stocking up on that power forward spot, are they? Julius Randle, which is an okay signing for me, Taj Gibson, Lance Thomas, and our boy Bobby Portis. I don't know how he's going to get playing time here, guys. Not to mention, he became infamous for his fight with Nikola Mirotic after punching his own teammate at practice. This guy is a ticking time bomb waiting to explode, and you're bringing that to the locker room? I'm also not sure how he's going to handle playing a maximum of 20 minutes, so I'm guessing 30 to 40 games into the season, the morale of this team will be down because of the likes of him, who will be complaining not getting enough touches. This is not to say that Bobby Portis sucks, but if you compare his salary to other comparable players, his contract is definitely going to stand out. Portis is being paid $15.5 million a year for having inflated numbers playing on a bad team. Guys like Kevon Looney, who's very proven he can handle the pressure in playing in the playoffs, only got 3 years, $15 million in total. I'm willing to bet he'll be able to produce far more with a different team. If I'm going to say one good thing about him, he did average 14.2 points and 8.1 rebounds while shooting a career high 39.3% from 3-point range last year. Anyway, my main complaint here is that some other team will be able to utilize him better and make sure he stays in his own lane. The Knicks is just a bad place for him since he'll be wasting 2 years of his prime, while on the other hand, New York is giving playing time to a veteran who won't be there in the long run. And last is Farouq Aminu. Aminu was able to find a taker for his services on the first day of free agency after signing a 3-year deal worth $29 million with the Orlando Magic. First off, I want to say that the Orlando Magic is going to get a player who has been a great defender, improved his 3-point shot, long wingspan, and just turning 29 this year, right in the middle of his prime. He's also averaged 9.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1 steal in 28 minutes per game. But here are the reasons why I don't like this signing for the Magic. First off, they're investing a lot of money on players that could easily regress as early as next season, and they signed a veteran defensive-minded forward who I honestly think that they don't need, since the biggest need of the Magic right now is an upgrade at the point guard spot. DJ Augustin is a good point guard, but not someone who's supposed to be starting. He doesn't elevate anyone's game, while Michael Carter-Williams still doesn't have a jump shot. And oh yeah, Markelle Fultz is still with the team, and I don't know if he's ever going to be the same. Lastly, by signing Nikola Vucevic, Terrence Ross, and Farouq Aminu, Orlando now has a projected $131.9 million in salary, just below the luxury tax by like $485,000. Let that sink in. The Magic are committing $131 million to a team that's a 7th seed at best. That is not how you do a rebuild or build a team. Last time I checked, the goal is to win a championship and not just make the playoffs. The Magic are capped and will be stuck here unless they trade these pieces they just signed. Who else do you guys think is a weird free agent signing this summer? Let me know in the comment section below and I'll check it out. As always, if you enjoy watching more content like this, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and we will meet again. For everyone who's subscribed already, I just want to say thanks again for the continuous support, and I'll continue to make quality videos for you guys every chance I get. This is Pacific Hoops, signing off.